What's going on, everybody? It's going for the latest news, and if you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We're gonna get into Monday Night Raw this past few on Monday. It wasn't really such a good show. There's some key points not in order here. Just gonna point out some key points and pretty much how the night started. We started off with the women's division as far as Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, the tag team champions, living it up Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. You know what I mean? They was pretty much, coming at the tag team champion. Well, Liv Morgan was pretty much trying to cause a wedge between the tag team champions and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, which definitely looking like a setup for them women to fight at WrestleMania. Now, who's going to do the turn? I'm not too sure who they going to have do the turn. I don't know if they're going to have Bianca do the heel turn, or I'm not too sure if they're going to have Jade do the heel turn. I mean, I don't know. I would have, maybe I would have, not Jade do the heel turn. I would probably have Bianca do the heel turn. It would just make sense because Bianca would definitely will have to, you know, carry the way within a match with her and Jay Carter once they decide they have that match or whatever the case would be. But that set up for like what they had like a fatal 4-way match, fatal 5-way. I'm not too sure for the term. No, battle royal to determine who's gonna go for the women's championship against Liv Morgan or whatever the case may be. And I believe Bianca won. No, Io Sky won. Io Sky is very talented. I'm not gonna lie, and she's very much over as well. So shout out to Io Sky. She won that battle royal match. Um, as far as this Miz and Wyatt 6 thing, I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, it's cool. I don't know where. I mean, I'm not. It's kind of, how should I put it? It's kind of. I hope they're not trying to water down the Wyatt 6. I mean, they got them going against. I mean, Miz is cool or whatever. Final Testament, they need some type of whatever. But I mean, the Wyatt 6 just been. Where is this gonna go as far as with Miz and the Wyatt 6? Like how, like where they going with this? Is my question. How far along they gonna go with this whole Miz and Wyatt 6 thing? Because it is long storytelling, as far as with the Miz and back in the days with the B team, which was consist of what was it, Michael McGillicuddy, Mr. Perfect Son, and Bo Dallas at the time, and it was like a little short clip of that that played in a VHS tape with the Wyatt 6. And that's very long storytelling right there. That's the only thing I can say right there. That's what you see right there. That's what you consider long storytelling. But my thing is, I don't know, like where they going with it. Is my thing is like how far they gonna go with that. You know, I know. Also, the men's had like a fatal. I'm not sure, was it fatal 4, fatal 5, way match is determined who was going to go for the Gunther's WWE championship, world championship, at the I believe at the next pay-per-view with Survivor Series, whatever the case may be. But before that, we get into Sami Zayn and Yeet, Jay Uso and No Yeet, Jimmy Uso. They pretty much trying to convince Sami Zayn to pretty much, well, Jay really is trying to convince Sami Zayn to pretty much rejoin the family to help him out, because they definitely need an extra hand. As those three, Roman and Jay right now, and Roman. So they definitely, why not have the honorary Uso, Sammy Uso, what they call him now, join the fold. Sammy don't really want no parts, but Jay, like, yo, I'm asking you, I'm begging you. Not really, he didn't say begging, but pretty much he's begging him to, come to SmackDown, join Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, and try to hash this thing out so they can get on the same page as far as this new Bloodline thing is going about. You know what I mean? That they definitely gonna have to be on the same page, which I still feel like, even with Sammy, which he will make an appearance on SmackDown this week. I still feel like they need the wise man, Paul Heyman, to hash this out between these four men, because he's the wise man for a reason. I feel like he could be the one to really hash this thing out between the guys. Um, as far as with the New Day, man, they had a tag team match against the Viking War Raiders. The War Raiders, yeah. And I don't know, man. New Day's just not it no more. They just, I mean, but I think it's setting up for. I know they haven't. Adam Pearce just announced that the New Day will be having a special show dedicated for them. I'm not too sure on Raw for their 10-year anniversary of a tag team. I'm not too sure if it's going to be next week Raw, following Raw. I'm not too sure when, but they already threw that out there that it's going to be like a New Day all show celebration for the New Day. And New Day just been taking L's at the L's at the L's. And with that thing with Xavier Woods did in that tag match, when Kofi Kingston was hot, he pretty much tagged himself in and cost those guys the match, man. But I don't know. I think that's just set up for design. I feel like Xavier Woods that's gonna be when he's gonna possibly turn on Kofi Kingston. But now, question is Big E gonna be there? I mean, because it would make sense for Big E to be there. Even though he can't wrestle a match, but he could definitely, if if they're having a New Day celebration, Big E definitely has to be there. So I don't know if Xavier Woods would possibly attack both guys on some how Seth Rollins did the Shield back in the days. Like, I don't know, but I feel like that's the perfect time to catch most people off guard with the whole with Xavier Woods turning on Kofi Kingston, or just the New Day period. Just in case Big E is there, which he should be there. You know what I mean? Like he's wrestling a match. It's just the New Day celebration. Now, would Xavier Woods attack Big E as well? Is Big E, is he in the right health to actually take a bump or like some type of attack? I'm not too sure. I guess they've really been keeping Big E health from us, so it's not telling if Big E is well and healthy. We know from what we understand he was not, so I'm not too sure about that. So I don't know, we just gotta wait and see to the celebration and see how that plays out, or whatever the case may be, and just wait and see as far as that with the New Day. But like I said, I know the men had a fatal 4-fight four-way. It was Dominic Mysterio, Big Bronson Reed, and Seth Rollins, and Damian Senior Priest. They was having a match to determine who's gonna go against Gunther for that World Championship, and then I believe Priest came out on top. Priest he was bound for a rematch anyway for that WWE Championship, because if I'm not mistaken, he didn't really get a proper rematch after he lost the belt. Due to Finn Balor costing him the championship at SummerSlam. He didn't get a rightful rematch clause. He went right at the Finn for revenge. You know what I mean? He didn't really have time to, put his rematch clause in, because we all know, once a champion. Well, from back in the days, it was heavily like that. I don't know how it is now, but I still go by that. If a champion freshly just lose their belt, they definitely entitled to at least one more rematch, from a rematch clause. You know what I mean? So Damian Priest, he definitely earned that win, or he definitely deserved that rematch clause against Gunther. Cause that he rightfully deserved. Now is he gonna go over on Gunther? More than likely not. What I mean? Cause that's Gunther. What I mean? They want to keep him hot as much as possible because I believe Gunther may be one of the ones to go either to retire Goldberg. It could either be him or Braun Breaker. I'm hearing. I mean, but he definitely may have a match with Goldberg before he officially retire. I don't know what Goldberg's schedule gonna be for the year of 2025. I don't know if he's having a one and done in 2025, or if he's having like a Cena type of schedule, like up until like a little past WrestleMania or whatever, or a little past a year. With his retirement, I'm not too sure about that. So that's still up in the air. But yeah, Raw wasn't such a good show. It was just mainly key points and uh, mainly key points. So it wasn't. They was still in Saudi Arabian. So I can understand it was like kind of a rush. So I can understand. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all thought about Monday Night Raw this week. Which I rated. I rated a 7, maybe a 7.5, due to the key points of the show and segments leading up to the bloodline storyline and stuff like that, but and future storyline and past tense storylines and like long story stuff storytelling, but it wasn't really much to point out though. You guys let me know what y'all thought about the show. Like, share, comment, subscribe.